Hi, my name is Nathan. I go by Peteparker, and every week I do comic book reviews because that's the rule at my house. If I want to keep buying comic books, I have to review them. This review is going to be for FF number 3, written by Jonathan Hickman and drawn by Steve Epting, with colors by Paul Mounts. Oh, there's other inkers in here. Rick Mayar, Butch Geis, and Steve Epting. So there you go. I was very, well, we'll talk about my feelings about this book after we talk about what actually happens in the book. So, like I say everywhere else, there's spoilers in it. So, Valeria agreed to help Doom get his mind back if Doom helped her defeat her father. Sounds weird, right? Because she likes her father generally. So that's... I mean, you get ideas based on the cover. There's a bunch of Reed Richards in the background here from the Council of Reed Richards across alternate universes, so that's what she's talking about, right? Well, the whole backstory is explained here, but not before all different members of the Future Foundation go out and round up all of these, like, major Fantastic Four bad guys, which is very confusing also. Here, on these two pages, you've got Mad Thinker on this side, and then you've got the Wizard on this side, both being sought out for being really smart, and they need these guys' help to defeat Reed Richards, ultimately. But both of these characters are freaking all over the place in the universe. And these are generally minor characters, right? It's one thing to have Spider-Man up in space in an alternate reality and in New York City all at the same time, right? He's Spider-Man, he sells all these books, he's crazy everywhere. Same thing with Wolverine, right? But it's another thing to have these, like, semi-minor, mid-level villains, like, randomly throughout the globe, like, in different books that come out in the same week or a week after. It's really confusing me, and I'm trying to let it go, but, you know, being a comic book geek that I am, I have to go, no, he's not there, he's over at the other thing. So, anyway. So they bring all these people together and they talk about the fact that they need all these bad guys' help to destroy Reed Richards. Ultimately, that's what Doom is saying. And so Valeria explains that she found her father's bridge to alternate realities, and she went into it and found this council of Reed Richards, and they escaped back through the portal, but only 4 of those alternate reality Reed Richards survived, and they're loose in the world. So she asked for Doom's help, and Doom asked for all these mid-level bad guys, smart bad guys, help in defeating these 4 Reeds, and they don't even know where they are. So then at the very end of the story, you get what these Reeds are doing, how they've spread out around the globe, and who they're talking to. It looks a lot like the same groups of people that they've talked about. Hickman has been alluding to the War of the 4 Cities for a while now. It seems like one of each of the 4 Reed Richards are going to these different 4 cities and pitting them either against each other or against themselves, or trying to get something from them while screwing them over at the same time. And the deal with these Reeds are that they chose to save the multitude of people rather than the people that they cared about the most. So it's the classic idea of a villain who doesn't think that they're villains. They know that they're doing the best thing in their own mind, but at the same time, they're causing huge problems for everybody else along the way. I think even at the very end of this, it's the whole idea that they have. Now we sacrifice this world for the greater good, one world for many. Now, brothers, we orchestrate a war. So there you go. They sacrifice one world, and in this one, the 616 world, for the multiverse or for their own realities, which they're trying to get back to. I think they're trying to build a bridge back to it. So now my feelings about this issue, right? That's what you really want to hear. Well, maybe. Probably 50-50. I was really excited to see the Council of Cross-Universe Reeds again. I thought it was really cool what Hickman had done with those characters before, and really cool how so many of them were so different. There weren't very many duplicates of any of them, if any, and they all got together and actually did stuff. That was totally cool. And I was so excited to see how they were going to fight that. I knew they were kind of on the ropes or kind of rebuilding because of these Celestials that had killed them before, way, way back when this story first came around. But at the same time, only 4 made it. Only 4 Reeds made it back to somewhere else and are alive, and the bridge is destroyed. And they're all like semi-normal Reed Richards. There's one that kind of looks like Professor X and is in a chair, obviously like wheelchair bound, but they all look like normal guys with different suits. What's up with that? You had people with like rock faces and rock heads, or gigantic big fat guys. I mean, you had guys with really awesome beards and swords and stuff. Why did these semi-normal, kind of lame Reed Richardses make it back? I could imagine that that's going to feed into a later story where they pose as Reed and who knows who it is, but, you know. But I was disappointed that most of them died and only a few made it, and the few are pretty relatively normal looking. So, there you go. The art was really awesome, though. You had really great art in the whole thing. Here's some backstory of all those awesome Reeds with the giant rock head. There's a really great picture of Uatu, the Watcher. He looks way better than he did in the Avengers series, where he had really kind of a bloated face thing going on. So, despite, you know, these mid-level villains being all over the place and Doom actually needing their help along with not being able to do it on his own, and despite the loss of my beloved alternate universe Reeds, it's still an awesome book. I mean, it's Jonathan Hickman. What are you going to say? I haven't met anybody who doesn't like Jonathan Hickman's work, and if you don't, you probably just haven't read it. That's what it is, because it's really awesome. This book is still really awesome, and yeah, it's one of the ones that I definitely look forward to all the time. I mean, I'll reread this book just because I like it so much. This one in particular. So there you go. And I just looked at it when I was talking to you. So there you go. 5 out of 5, Jonathan Hickman and Steve Epting. Maybe they'll bring back another alternate universe Reed with a giant head or something. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching the reviews, and you can follow my other reviews at Spidey207 on YouTube, or Peteparker at, you know, any other comic book reviewing website that's out there. So there you go. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.